All right, y'all. Help on the way in the form of Gabe Jackson, a signing from the Las Vegas Raiders. So what do they say? A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Chef Russell out there griping, wants some better protection. At the very least, you can say they've made an upgrade at one position, as the rest of those guys, right, will remain the same. So it will be up to them to improve in their play. But Gabe Jackson definitely represents an upgrade in the right direction. It's one that you had to do, obviously, with the retirement of Mike Iupati. Gabe Jackson is a better version of Mike Iupati. Gabe Jackson is actually pretty good. Gabe Jackson is one of these guys that you will definitely pay attention to in pass protection. He can get out and maul in the run game as well. Another one of these SEC guys right in my footprint here that I've seen play since he came out of high school. So that makes what, 4/5 of the offensive line from the SEC, if you think about it. You got right guard Damian Lewis from LSU, center Ethan Pozick from LSU, Brandon Shell from South Carolina, now Gabe Jackson from Mississippi State. So Gabe Jackson, right? Actually, if you think about it, Damian Lewis and Gabe Jackson, very similar, both coming out of Mississippi. If you would have asked people, a lot of people probably would have said Damian Lewis reminds them of Gabe Jackson. Gabe Jackson made waves in the SEC, very good with the Las Vegas Raiders. Gabe Jackson's going to work very well if we're talking about the quick game and playing that style of offense that Shane Waldron wants to play. Coming out of the John Gruden system, very similar system, very similar lineage. I want to talk about this, though. As far as the offensive line combination, if it is going to go down like that, hopefully they get some more bodies in there. I'm going to be honest about the situation here. Not a big Ethan Pozick guy from what I saw from him last year. Very serviceable, but nothing upper echelon. And I want a little bit more nastiness out of my center. So, but as far as right and left guard, Damian Lewis, I know you guys big Damian Lewis guys. To me, Damian Lewis is a little bit more athletic than a Gabe Jackson as far as getting out on the perimeter and blocking schemes and everything. Usually your right side of the line traditionally is your power side of the line. Gabe Jackson, to me, a little bit more powerful than a Damian Lewis. So I wondered if they were to swap that or if they would just plug Gabe Jackson in where Iupati was or where Jordan Simmons swings to as well. You guys let me know what you think about that. Would you move and have that power side working with Shell and Jackson, or would you keep it the same with Lewis? The athletic side, right, which with Damian Lewis, and he will be over there with Dwayne Brown, where a little bit more of your traditionally better pass rushers are to the blind side of a quarterback. Usually that's how you set that up. So just let me know. But other than that, man, let's go ahead and get to a little bit of film study. All right.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. Here we go. Working pass pro against Grady Jarrett, one of the top 5 interior defensive linemen in the NFL. I call him Great T. Jarrett because he's just that great. So you see my man right here? Look at that. Stand between his man and the ball. Look at the foot energy. Always keeping them feet firing. Got to keep those feet firing and be prepared for anything, especially with somebody as agile as a Grady Jarrett here. But he's first on the inside with his hands. Boom, look at that. Boom, shakalaka. You know what I'm saying? That's a what we call a spine jerker right there. So Grady Jarrett, partially paralyzed on that initial impact right there, is real out there in the field. Look at that, though. But look, continues to work until the absolute moment of truth scenario to push Grady Jarrett off of his path, but never getting too far over his skis. You see him right there with the check off right there, knowing his width to work with. Keeping those feet firing. Make sure you always pay attention to that foot energy right there. I love it. Great rep right there. Here we go again. Oh, working on the redirect right there. Oh, Mr. Butterworth. Look at that. Handing out them pancakes. Look at that. All over them pancakes like Mr. Butterworth. Your man tries to work with an inside approach. Look at him. Work on the redirect. Initially, he's off kilter here, but look at him, able to regain his balance and then shuffle his feet still, stay between his man and the ball. Pancake City right there. Somebody get you some butter and a little cinnamon if you work that way, you know what I'm saying? Some you got like a little cinnamon again, you know what I'm saying, and get diet. A little bit different of a matchup right here going against Tyler Davison, who's lined up at a 2-eye, so you know it's probably going to be a little bit more power involved in this particular pass pro. Look at him, tries to bull rush him. Ooh, look at him, sink those mud hooks in. Look at that. Tyler Davison is a big, powerful man, too. Look at that. Centered him up. Look at what I say. Setting them up. Make sure you get those knees under control right there, right? You don't want to be like a stripper out there. You got to get those knees under control. Make sure you work from the core up. And look at that. Sink those mud hooks in the ground right there. Reposition yourself. Then, man, hey, it's almost like push and pull, tug of war type stuff right there. But look at him with the hands on the outside right there, controlling this man. He's trying to drive Miss Daisy and he can't do it. Look at that. That's a great rep right there. Here he is, very adept on the redirect as far as redirecting his attention. You're going to get these guys running these interior stunts. You'll have loops and wraps here coming around. Eventually, you'll have a delayed loop here. You have Grady Jarrett pushing Rodney Hudson here and then coming back around. So you get that loop action there, and he's able to work with both of it. Doesn't matter. He's always has his head on a swivel. Look at that. Nope. Redirect back. And that's hard. Looking at the initial portion of it, you see him reach out and feel and touch somebody. You have to have peripheral vision, but you can also use those hands out there to make sure that you're checking off and seeing what's going on out there. Look at him. Mud hooks in, making sure that's good. Him and Hudson teaming up, and then redirects back to Grady Jarrett. Derek Carr gets the ball out pretty fast, though. Here's another one right here going against Grady Jarrett. This is a really good rep. Got Grady Jarrett this time. 5 technique. Coming in hard. Nope. Look at that. Centered him up. Met that inertia here. Deadened it. Grady Jarrett, obviously very agile, right? So get some leaning one way. But his recoverability, look at that. Never too far off balance. Able to regain his balance and then shuffle his feet and still keep his body in between the man and the ball. And Derek Carr still able to complete the pass there. Derek Carr be dealing, man. Y'all be sleeping on Derek Carr. All right, different kind of animal right here. You're going against my man DeForest Buckner from them Colts. DeForest Buckner, another top 5 interior defensive lineman in the league here. This time in the run game, right? So they're going to combo up on him, Trent Brown, and Gabe Jackson there. And you can see the initial right there. He popped my man. Ooh, slept him right away. You got to get it. Ooh, look at that. Boom. Jack in the boxed his head. So he's asleep, right? He's just working for muscle memory right there. And then they polish him off at the end of it, too. Look, still working around. Bang. He was easy, too. He was light as a feather because he was walking on sunshine. He was walking on sunshine looking for somebody to tackle and stuff like that. Gabe Jackson still at it, going down to the 3rd level. Hit him again, Mr. Butterworth, getting that little bit of a pancake. Come on, man. I told you can get after it in the run game now. They get physical out there. Remember, this is Seahawks football. They're going to be running the ball and that Shane Waldron offense creating opportunities like that. Here's where he can be a little bit of a fish out of water, climbing up to the 2nd level out in space. Look at this. Darius Leonard, like, oh, really? It was too easy. Too easy. Trying to climb to the 2nd level. Darius Leonard right there. Moment of truth scenario. Ole, ole, ole. Makes the tackle on him right there. That's what I'm saying. If you're pulling somebody like that, I'd like to see Damian Lewis out there, a little bit more athletic, a little bit more adept in space. All right, here we go. Got Danico Autry right here. You can see him working in concert with Rodney Hudson. Probably going to have to do that a lot with Ethan Posick, help him out. But look at Stonewall Jackson, his ass. Ability to help, ability to understand pass protection schemes and defensive schemes and loops and stunts and redirecting everything. I think he's definitely a solid pickup, especially at this particular stage in his career there. So there you have it, man. I ain't going to go super in-depth on this. Offensive lineman content traditionally has struggled up on this channel for 3 years that I've been doing it, or nearly 3 years that I've been doing it. So you get what you get, but you also get what you give. So make sure you support quality content right here. It's your boy Murph Baldwin, man. However you want to support anything is anything. So do it like that. Give back to the Seahawks community. You guys asked for some Gabe Jackson stuff. There you have it. So let me know what you think about that combination, though, where you would stick Gabe Jackson left or right guard, and we can go from there. All right. But it's your boy Murph, the Underground King, top Billin Sports, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.